if you're new here, I'm Kaniti, and if you're already watching this channel, welcome back. Today we are going to watch episode 20 of anime Steins, so let's get to it, let's go. Alright, let's see. Four days. Yeah, I remember this. It was a very intense episode. Poor Mayaka, she even looks so... She looks so bad. So lifeless, I think would be the right word. So... I think that's just a repetition of the scene we got in the end of the previous episode. He asked for some hints, like where could FB be, right? Like he was going to look for FB so he can send a D-mail from their phone somehow to be able to actually influence Moeka with this new D-mail, because FB is the only one who she would listen to. But then when he tried to ask her for clues, where could FB be? Okay, then she said where the IBN is hidden, like in that locker. And well, I talked about this already previously, so we'll just see what happens. But I'm trying to remember, like, we are on the 20th episode right now, and it says it has 24th episodes, but also 25th, but in parentheses it says OVA, so I'm not sure like which one is actually the last episode, 24th or 25th, but we don't have many left, so it seems like we are going the route of just undoing everything that we did with the D-mails and kind of going back to that square one, maybe trying to make it so like the time machine has never existed and was never invented, trying to get in that world line where it just doesn't happen at all, finalize apoptosis, and therefore we will not have that dystopia. But yeah, that's all we've talked about earlier. So these are coin lockers, and I guess anyone can access them. Wait, what did she say, like the password? He wants to break into it. Okay. It's a bit strange. Why wasn't it recovered yet? Okay, so he thought just go to the IBN, but she's saying no, you have to undo that D-mail. It's too early to do anything with IBN. But the information is still useful, because maybe he can see them take... But would it really be FB themselves who would come to the coin locker? Or they will ask someone else to... bread? Then we'll have to tell that person. So they are going to stalk them together. Right away, he's mad at her for something that she didn't do yet in this world line, just like Suzuha was mad at Makise for something that she would do in the future. And also, we are building kind of closer connections with everyone in each episode while undoing their D-mails. It worked like that. Okay, let's see. Seems to be important conversation. Well, he is a bit busy with everything, that's true. Yeah, I see that a lot in manga, that they just don't get sick. He's a bit envious. I forgot the point I was making before. Okay. Ah, yeah, I was saying, yeah, right. See, that we are building connections with this character. So these are Moeka's episodes. So now we're kind of getting closer to her, getting to know her, building connections with her. Yeah, so they said some nice things that really touched her heart. But then I assume she felt abandoned, and now she wants to see like who this person really is. But again, would they really just come themselves to the coin locker or send someone else? If they're the kind of person that kind of gives orders, it would be in line. So this might be someone who was sent to retrieve it. So we'll have to tell him when he is going to deliver it to FB. There's something. Wait, when? One of these times when the CERN people attacked? What was that moment? Oops. So he managed to throw them off. What? No way. Does this imply that Mr. Brown is actually FB and he is connected with a lot? He seemed so nice. Or at least an close affiliate. But that's crazy. He also got close with Suzuha when she kind of went back in time, and he even gave us that divergence meter thing. Wait, but now he's giving it away to someone else, so maybe he's just a part of delivery. And now it's going somewhere on a plane? To France. But are they sending messages like within Japan? It would be noticeable if it would be from the French number. Mr. Brown? That's crazy. Wait, wasn't it 5,000? Hey. Yeah, that's what I said. Oh, the cup is so tiny. That was pretty rude. Okay. We don't care about you. So he is FB. So he would be the one, Ferdinand Brown, who would order to kill Mayushi in that world line. FB. Mr. Brown. It would mean that he is, how to say it? Negative, bad character, bad person. It feels like betrayal, to be honest. Well, that's not the unexpected part. Yeah, we already presumed that, but he's so heartless. get rid of. So it would be beneficial for them that she took her life. Yeah, exactly. Or she has a lot to do with this. So he was homeless. Would they really make such a mistake? I think they would eat someone who is still alive. I think it's a metaphor now. And it's also near the construction site, so you wouldn't be able to hear the sound of the gun. I don't see. Where did he shoot her? When you complete your mission, you also die. But it looked like that was like she did it herself, but otherwise they would have killed her somehow too. So does he mean that he is being kinda also like he's working for CERN? Yeah, as their like spy and etc. And if he tries to run away, then this escalated quickly. But so he thinks if he does it himself, they wouldn't go after his family. So he himself was, I don't know the right word, like forced to help, continue helping them, because otherwise they would endanger his daughter. But he thinks if he shoots himself, oh, there is blood, so she was shot. I just didn't see a wound right away. Yeah, that's also what I thought about. He is here, he probably has his phone with him. So we can still maybe revert this. But also now we know kind of who FB is, who is this CERN spy, and how close he is actually to us. I guess this makes sense, right? It's nice when there's a mystery and it's some character that you know. She's very straightforward about it. But what will So it wouldn't count as a failure for him, for Mr. Brown. It would be like just, well, I'm in the process of trying to find it, but it's not here yet, so he wouldn't be in danger. Like, we have this problem now too. So if not, if no emails are sent, like nothing of this will be set into motion, and even Mr. Brown won't be asked to do anything, or they would still want IBN. Did he forget about it? Yeah, she was. He forgot about it. He didn't realize this. I was talking about it for a few episodes now. The mother of the time machine. In the future, Makise Kurisu was named the mother of the time machine. So in the world line where she dies, this all doesn't happen. Yeah. Well, I talked about this already. I think he just was so concentrated on trying to save Mayushi, he forgot about this detail, I think, and just now realized that. But yeah, I was talking about it. So it's kind of like a decision. Either Mayushi dies or Makise Kurisu dies. Like, there is no ideal world where both of them survive and live to their, like, how to say it, olden years. I guess this would be the point where you would like get different ending based on the choices you make. But I assume I don't even know like how positive the ending of this anime will be. I wouldn't know. It seems to be more serious and realistic, so to say. So I would assume if we are going with the storyline of going to that original world line that we changed with the first Gmail, then we'll have this conclusion, this ending, that Kurisu dies and Mayushi most likely, we don't know for sure, survives. But also, we don't know who stabbed Makise. So in that line, this conference, something lecture, it did happen with that professor. And then I think Makisu kind of challenged the idea. Wait, was she even there? And I'll have to rewatch the first episodes. We know that she has died in that building. She was there. And maybe we would have to look at the suspects who could have killed her, right? As some people who were in this building also, right? So we know that in one of the options, in one of the lines, Ocarine tried to talk to her and tell her something important, because in the beginning when we met her for the first time, we thought, right, she told Ocarine, oh, you wanted to tell me something important, so what was it? And then she has died. We saw her body. She was stabbed by someone. We don't know who that was. And then we sent the email about her to Daru, accidental D-mail, that has changed the world line, and she kind of came back to life, so to say, right? That's what's happened. So how did that happen? That even before changing the line with the D-mail, even before that, she told Karin something that he did not remember. And he usually remembers everything that happened, right? So that's a very curious moment here. I think I won't theorize now because I don't remember the first episodes that well. So if I remember them wrong, and I'll go and build a whole theory on that, and it would be all for nothing because I had the facts all wrong in my memory. So I won't build any theories for now. I think I'll have to kind of rewatch the first episodes to see what exactly happened and in what order. I think that could be very important. Like, my first thought was that professor was unhappy with kind of how to challenge him or something like that, and so he killed her. Would he do that? I don't know. And he was such a minor character. And that in other world line, the lecture didn't even happen, right? So we can draw the conclusion. I just said I won't theorize. Well, just a little, okay? We can draw a conclusion that this was the catalyst for her death. So when the lecture did happen, then she has died. In another option, the lecture did not happen and she did not die. So these events have to be connected. And also on topic of who stabbed her, I wouldn't think it's Ocarine, I wouldn't think it's Mayushi, obviously. Could it be the professor? Would he do that really? I don't think so. Would he endanger his career? And he is such a minor character. And here with FB, we saw that this anime does establish this, that when there is some mystery, when there is some hidden enemy, it's not some new character that comes out of nowhere, it's someone we already know. And that's a great way to do it, because it shocks the viewer, like, oh, I thought Mr. Brown was so sweet, and what the heck, what is going on? With Maeka also, when certain people kind of barged in, if it was some just people we see for the first time, it wouldn't be as interesting, but it was Maeka with them who we already knew, so it had this shock value. So I assume, based on that, when we learn who killed Makise, it will be someone that we know, some character that we have met. So who could this be? At the same time, Mr. Brown, he would not do this. If he is in line with CERN, with getting everything to make the time machine, etc., they would need Makise. They wouldn't do that. They wouldn't kill her. Also, their kind of modus operandi is to shoot people. Moeka shot Mayushi, Mr. Brown shot Maeka and himself. It wouldn't be stabbing, I assume. So from all the points of view, it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense for any of our main character to kill their friend. At this point, she wasn't their friend yet, but they're all nice people and we know they wouldn't kill anyone. So that leaves us with some secondary characters like Moeka, for example, but again, she is here connected to CERN through FB. She was doing what he ordered, so again, I don't see any motivation here because it's all linked back to Mr. Brown, and maybe in that world line he wouldn't even write her and nothing would even happen. That really doesn't leave us a lot of characters. We also have this thing, the characters that we know about, that are kind of important, but we didn't see their face yet. That would be Makise's father. Would he kill his daughter? I don't think so. There was that talk that how much resentment he has towards her, etc. But would you really kill your own child over that? It also seems to me like a very shaky theory. It would have a lot of shock value, and even though we didn't see his face yet, it would still be a character that we know about and that is kind of closely connected to our characters. So that would also, could this be Suzuha? Knows she would be dead by that year. In what timeline though? Like, if we go back to that timeline, where would Suzuha fall? If there's no time travel in the original timeline, right? So the time machine is not built, dystopia doesn't happen, Suzuha doesn't have any reason to go back in time. If she like does exist, if everything goes as well, like with Daru's relationship and his child, she still does exist in the future. If there's no time machine, if there's no dystopia, there's no reason for her to go back and kill Makise to prevent the creation of the time machine. At the same time, it could be this kind of paradox that it all did happen, but she went back in time and decided to do this, decided to kill Makise, and then we go forward with that timeline where the time machine was not created and dystopia didn't happen because Suzuha went back in time and prevented this by killing Makise. Is it possible? I guess of all the theories that I've listed before that would be the most viable one. Again, it's one of the characters that we kinda grew a connection with, and we saw them as being nice people, so it would be hard to imagine her just stabbing Makise in cold blood. So again, are we left with anything? Okay, I think that would be it for these theories. There's just a lot to theorize and talk about, but also that Gmail that will have to unmade, that was sent from Okarin's phone to Daru's phone, so these are the phones that we have access to, and this is the last one that we did, right? So we did for everyone, only for Mayushi there were no Gmails, I think. So for Fairies, for Rukaka, for Maeka, yeah, and as they said themselves that it's going to be the last one. So that is the year where time machine is created in this alpha, as they said, world line, and to change the timeline we need to reach world line beta. I think that's called beta because we are in this timeline right now, so we are calling it alpha and we are calling the other one beta. But if we look at it from the different angle, wouldn't the line beta actually be the original one? If we undo all the demails, then we go to the original timeline before all the demails were sent. So by logic, that would be an alpha world line, the original, the first one. I think I can just talk endlessly about all of this, so please share your thoughts in the comments without spoilers, of course. Yeah, I think I'll just stop with theorizing for now, only because I think it's going to take a long time, and also because I don't really remember that well what happened in the first like 2 episodes, so I can just be getting some facts wrong. So as I said, you can kind of share your theories maybe that you had at this point of watching, or maybe if you're watching with me, but again, as I said, if you already know what happens, don't tell me anything, don't spoil anything, please. Just talk about everything that I already should know, right? And about this. Okay, well, fine. It would be it for today. That's it. Thank you for watching and see ya.